Grand Rapids Police Chief is saying goodbye to the community. After 4 years with the department, Chief David Rahinsky is retiring to be near his family. Well, today was his last day on the job, and now the question is, who will take his place? New at 7, 24-hour News 8's Joe LaFergie went one-on-one with the man who will make that decision, new city manager Mark Washington.
The job of police chief is a real balancing act. Not only is that person the top law enforcer, they also have to balance the needs and wants of the community. And these days, that can be a real challenge.
We're going to make sure that we do the broadest talent search as possible.
The official timetable for finding that new leader has yet to be finalized, but the nationwide search is expected to include opportunities for input from the community on the new chief. But the final decision will be Mark Washington's, who took over as city manager in October.
And it's important that we have the right leader to ensure the safety of our community and that we'll be able to engage our residents.
Today, he provided some insight into what he'd like to see in a police chief.
Someone who is tough on crime and someone who is able to be collaborative with residents.
Relations between the community and police has been a challenge nationwide, and Grand Rapids is no exception. From the handcuffing of innocent young blacks in the course of investigations to traffic stop surveys showing minorities are more likely to get pulled over by Grand Rapids police, the ability to collaborate will likely be a major focus of the community input. What kind of resume are you looking for in that area?
I think we are in the process of trying to define the ideal candidate and those competencies.
But does that candidate that can best deal with the community needs need to look more like the community? Not necessarily, according to Washington. He says he'll base his decision on the candidate with the best qualifications.
I think diversity is always important in terms of moving forward, and that's just not in terms of how someone looks, but their ability to be inclusive and have cultural competency.
A national search firm is expected to be hired after the first of the year, and Washington says he hopes to have a new chief in place by midsummer. In Grand Rapids, Joe LaFergie, 24-hour News 8.
And as the city searches for its next chief, Deputy Chief David Kittle will take over for Rahinsky. He'll serve as interim police chief until the city makes its final decision.